going on, my wonderful people out there? It is your boy Dret Zero, and today I'm going to be giving you my DLC predictions for Season 3 of Street Fighter 6. Season 3 is right around the corner. Elena drops on June 5th, which is the final DLC of Season 2. To me, Season 2 DLC was a little lackluster. I am pretty excited to try Elena, though, but I wanted to give you guys my Season 3 DLC predictions just to see if I was right, if we can mark that off on our little bingo card here for whenever Season 3 drops. So without any more talking, let's get straight into the video. All right, so the first two characters are kind of like a 2-for-1 package of the predictions. So many people already know this, but in World Tour, they tease both Balrog and Vega at the end of the story for one of the characters in World Tour. I'm not much of a World Tour player myself, but I've watched plenty of people finish that story, and I've seen the cutscenes myself. And basically, they already have voice actors for both Balrog and Vega in those scenes. So for me, it feels like, why would they go through all of that trouble to have cast voice actors for both Japanese and English, and I do believe in some other languages too. Somebody double check that for me. But why would they go through all this trouble in casting voice actors for these two characters in different languages if they were not going to bring them back within a decent amount of time? So my first two predictions are both Balrog and Vega, and honestly, I think they belong in the game. I'm not much, from what I've seen of old footage of Street Fighter 5 and previous Street Fighter games, I personally would not like Vega. I'm more of like leaning toward the Balrog type, just because on my wish list it would be Dudley. I would love for Dudley to come back into the game. However, I will take Balrog, and I think Balrog is a really cool character. He is charged, so that is a little off-putting for me, but I'll deal with it because I'll have my boxer archetype that I'm looking for. Not to mention he's based off Mike Tyson, so I think that's really cool. But like I was saying, why would they go through all this trouble to cast voice actors in different languages if they were not going to bring these characters back? So both Balrog and Vega are my first two predictions for the DLC. Now, do I know what order they're going to be in? Absolutely not. But if I had to guess, I would say Balrog first and then Vega, just based on how World Tour ends with those characters. I also think Balrog and Vega add a natural progression to the story. In the story, Balrog is basically willing to work for Bison again for the right price. Balrog will work for pretty much anyone for the right price, and then Vega is loyal to Bison. So it seems like with the return of Bison as the first DLC character for Season 2, and with all the Neo Shadowloo stuff going back with Ed, and maybe there'll be a cool interaction with Ed and Bison within the game if he is an announced DLC, I think that's also just a natural progression for the story of World Tour. So it just makes the most sense for me that these two characters would be in the DLC for Season 3 coming up. So the next character that I think is a prediction for DLC for Season 3, I'm going to put bank that it might be Alex. And here's why. So I saw a lot of Twitter posts, I saw a lot of Reddit posts that Alex was potentially data mined within World Tour, that he might actually be a character. So yes, we can't necessarily rely on data mining, and even if it was true that he was data mined, I'm sure we don't even know if it would be for Season 3 or even later down the line. But to me, if he was actually data mined, right, he would actually be a really good character to put in Season 3. And I know this is not a wish list video, but I actually think Alex makes the most sense because we have not had a grappler DLC yet. In the game, we have Manon, Zangief, and Lily-ish. I know Lily's a grappler, but when I really think of grapplers in this game, I think of Zangief and Manon. And I feel like Alex would just be the next progression. Like, that would be the next character if he's already data mined, which means that he would probably likely be in the game already. We haven't had a grappler DLC before. It just makes sense that Alex would be the third character within Season 3 DLC. So that is why I think Alex will be in this game this upcoming season. So not only would I think it'd be cool for Alex to come, but I do actually think he would be DLC based on potential data mining and the fact that we have not had a grappler character as of yet. And the last character for now, because I'm gonna add like a little bit later on this, because just in case, I hope they have fire characters, so I'm gonna do 5 just in case. I know I'm being a little crazy, but just in case, I'm gonna do 5 characters. But the fourth character that I think will be coming in Season 3 is going to be c.viper. There was a whole post along with the Alex post, and some other characters got data mined within the game, that c.viper was among those characters that were data mined in Street Fighter 6. c.viper is a really cool character. She has not been in the game since Street Fighter 4, and she was a new character there. And I think that many people want her. Amongst the one of the biggest fans of c.viper is Big Bird, and I do think that Capcom does pay attention to the competitive scene, maybe not as much for bringing DLC, but since she's already data mined and we are kind of like in this, I feel like Elena being the last DLC for season 2 and her being such a unique character, I do think that they're in the fields of trying to bring unique characters to the game, and c.viper can do so much, and I feel like she would be the 4th DLC character that would come to season 3. Not only is that a hope of mine, because I think c.viper is really cool. I wouldn't even know if I would necessarily play her, but she looks really cool, and I think it would be really cool to see some of the top players have her as a character for themselves. But I just think that she's going to be in the game because she was data mined with Alex in the data mine, and I'll try to find a picture. I might have put it up already, but these are the characters that were data mined. If I didn't, I'm sorry. And then last character. So I know we've only had 4 characters a season, and there's really no evidence that they would bring another character into the game as a 5th character for the for the DLC. But there was a post a while ago back where Capcom said that they've been working on adding more content like costumes and characters. So I'm going to take a leap of faith here and say that they might add a 5th character. We'll find out. But if there has to be a 5th character, I definitely think that the 5th character would be a brand new character that has not been seen in the Street Fighter series. I think that the newcomers were pretty much fairly welcome into the game. Yes, I do think a few of them are underwhelming right now based on tiers and power, like Marisa and Jamie, but they're still really cool characters and pretty popular, despite them not being so strong. And I think a lot of people were receptive of them. So, and Aki is super cool, dude. Like, Aki's super cool. So I do think that if they had to bring a 5th character to the game, they might bring a whole new character to the game. If not, it would probably be one of those characters that would die to mine again. I'll try to see if I can put it up on the link for you guys. A video on the for you guys, like a picture. But if not, I definitely think that a new character would be the 5th character for this season. So these are my predictions. It's a short video today. These are my predictions for the season 3 DLC for Street Fighter 6. Let me know who you guys think would actually be the DLC characters. Let me see who you would want to actually be in the game. Again, I'm all for Dudley. I haven't played Dudley ever, but from what the footage that I've seen, he looks super cool and like right up my alley. And I've seen what Smug could do with him. I'm not saying I'm Smug. I'm definitely not. But it would be cool to even try to attempt the cool things that Dudley can do. So in the comments, let me know what your predictions are for Season 3 DLC or the characters that you want to see in Season 3 DLC. With that being said, your boy be out. Missed you guys. Have a good one. Peace.